Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Pattern Shift on Dr. T TV. I'm Dr. T, and this is the place where we shift reactions into intentions so we can all live our most elevated life. The pattern shift that we're doing today is about shifting regret into reset, right? Because the pattern of regret does nothing but create more of itself. And nobody likes to live in the pattern of regret, right? So regret, let's think about it. Something's occurred. If you were operating at your highest level of intentionality, you would have done it differently, right? And yet, this is what you're doing right here, becoming more intentional. So if we take just the pattern of regret and we think about what happens in this spin cycle, it's going backwards, 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 backwards. If you're regretting, you're going, oh, I wish I did it differently. But let's just face it, you weren't as intentional as you are right now because you are somebody who is pattern shifting all the time now. So regret will just keep creating more of itself. And even though it's very tempting to stay in that cycle, spinning and spinning, I've done this differently, I've done that differently, which is happening also because it's traumatic to have been somebody that wasn't as intentional as you wanted to be, and maybe even was reactive and got those kind of outcomes, but now you're doing it differently because you are here shifting reactions to intentions right now. So going backward into regret is just going backward. And guess what? Life is going forward. It's moving. So if you go backward, it's not going to help you go forward anymore into the thing that you want. You've actually got to go forward. So what we want to do is, instead of regret over and over and over and over, you want to reset. So we're going to replace regret with reset. And every time you recognize you're in a pattern of regret, where you hear yourself saying, I regret this, I regret that, you're going to put in its place the reset. You're going to say, I reset and I am going forward. I reset and my intentions are this, and I am moving forward. I am somebody who doesn't regret. I reset instead. So we shift all of that horrific feeling of regret that brings us down and makes us feel powerless, because guess what? Cannot go back there again. But life is moving forward and I can move forward. I can reset from that regret and I can choose my intentions and carry them out. Because if I indulge regret, then I'll just be somebody who ends up in the future with more regrets, because that's the pattern of regret. So we don't get less regrets in the future by doing more regrets now. It's the opposite. This is why emotional training is so fun, is that you can't regret things and then have them be different in the future. You actually need to reset yourself and make sure you create exactly what you want. So for the rest of your life, so this is what you're doing now. I'm giving you this invitation. Everywhere where you would have done regret and wasted more time in that cycle, therefore being someone that creates more regrets in the future, you're going to reset and you're going to go forward and you're going to harness all of that energy of regret and you're shifting it. Reset. I move forward. What are my intentions? And that's where I go. I am somebody who resets and I go forward. Right? So now that's the whole rest of your life now. Everywhere you would have done regret, you now do a reset, you move forward, your life continues on the way that you want to and gets even better, because you do not even have this whole regret thing in your atmosphere. It's not even you. It's not even a thing, because you are somebody who resets and then you create what you want. All right, everyone. So this is why emotional training is so effective and why we do so much of it over at drtracyinc.com with clients who have tried all kinds of things in their life, therapy, reading books, everything, and emotional training was the thing that turned everything around. So if you want to learn more about it, shifting these patterns and how emotional training works, you can go over to drtracyinc.com and check it out. And if this is something that you feel is helping you and you feel it'll help somebody else that you know, go ahead and share it with other people so they can replace regret with a reset as well. All right, everyone. So I'm really happy that you're tuning in and doing all this pattern shifting, and we'll see you next time. All right, everyone. Thanks and take care.